You're going to learn how to connect a block to an Airtable base and choose which table to display in your Softr application. This is one of Softr's most powerful features because it lets you bring live dynamic data straight from Airtable into your app, so your users always see the most current records without you having to manually update a thing. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, open your web browser and sign into your Softr account. Make sure you're using the same account where your applications are stored. If you have multiple Softr accounts, double check you're in the right one. Once you're logged in, you'll land on your dashboard, which is your central hub for managing all your projects. From here, look at the left sidebar and click on Applications. This will show you a list of every app you've built so far. Take a moment to locate the specific application where you want to display Airtable records. It might be a customer portal, a directory, or a project tracker, whatever you're working on. Click on that application to open it in the editor. The editor is where you'll customize every page and block, so you'll spend a lot of time here. Now navigate to the page that contains the block you want to connect to Airtable. In Softr, pages are organized in the left panel, and you can click through them to see what's already on each one. Once you're on the right page, find the block that will display your data. This could be a list block, a grid block, a cards block, or a table block. Any of these can connect to Airtable. Click directly on that block in the editor. When you do, the block settings will appear in the right sidebar. This is where all the magic happens. In that sidebar, you'll see various sections like design, content, and style, but the one we care about right now is the source section. That's where you configure where your block pulls its data from. Look at the source section carefully. Review the current settings to see if a data source has already been selected. Sometimes you might have a block that's already connected to something else, like a Google Sheet or a manual list. If that's the case, you'll need to switch it over. Under Account, click the drop-down menu. A list of your connected data sources will appear. These are all the external services you've linked to Softr, such as Airtable, Google Sheets, or HubSpot. Locate and select the Airtable account you want to use. If you have multiple Airtable accounts connected, make sure you choose the correct one. This is a common pitfall. People accidentally select a personal account when they meant to use a work account, and then they can't find the right base. Take an extra second to verify the account name. A good practice is to name your Airtable accounts clearly in Softr so you always know which is which. After selecting the account, click the base dropdown. A list of available Airtable bases associated with that account will appear. Bases are your top-level containers in Airtable. Think of them like separate databases. Select the base that contains the records you want to display. If you have a lot of bases, you can scroll through the list. Wait a few moments while Softr loads the available tables from that base. This loading process happens quickly, but if you have a very large base with dozens of tables, it might take a couple of seconds. Next, click the table dropdown. Choose the specific table that contains the records you actually want to show in your block. For example, if you have a base called Customer Database and a table called Active Clients, select that table. Once selected, Softr will automatically retrieve the data from that table. Depending on the type of block you're using, you may immediately see a preview of the records right inside the editor. This is a great way to confirm that everything is working before you save. Now, review the block to make sure the correct records are being displayed. Look at the preview and check that the fields you want, like names, dates, images, or statuses, are showing up properly. If something looks off, don't panic. In the right sidebar, you can adjust field mappings or display settings. For example, you might want to rearrange which fields appear, change the order, or hide certain ones. Each block type gives you slightly different customization options, so explore the sidebar to fine-tune the look and feel. A common mistake is to assume the data will look perfect automatically, but often you'll need to tweak the layout to fit your design. Take your time here. Once you're happy, preview your application by clicking the preview button in the top right corner of the editor. This opens your app in a new tab just as your users will see it. Confirm that the Airtable data appears correctly and that all records load without errors. If you notice missing data or formatting issues, go back to the editor and adjust accordingly. Let me share a few pro tips to make this process smoother. First, use descriptive table names in Airtable so they're easy to identify when you're scrolling through the drop-down list. Instead of Table 1, name it something like Current Projects or Team Members. Second, keep your Airtable data organized with clear field names. Softr pulls those field names into your block settings, so full name is much more useful than column 3. Third, always double-check that you're selecting the correct Airtable account. especially if you manage multiple ones. And here's an important one. If you make changes in Airtable after connecting the table, those updates should appear in Softr automatically, but sometimes you might need to refresh your data. Softr usually syncs in near real time, but if recent changes don't show up immediately, try refreshing the page or reselecting the table. Finally, preview your app after connecting the table to ensure all records display correctly, especially if you're using complex fields like attachments or linked records. You've now successfully connected a block to an Airtable base and chosen the specific table to display in your Softr application. This gives you a live dynamic data source that updates automatically, saving you hours of manual work and keeping your app accurate for your users. A great next step is to explore how different block types handle Airtable data. For instance, a table block might show everything in a spreadsheet view, while a cards block is perfect for a visual gallery. You can also experiment with filtering or sorting your data within the block settings to show only the most relevant records. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider bookmarking this video or saving it to a playlist so you can revisit these steps whenever you need to. Thanks for watching and happy building.